Welcome back, welcome back. What's happening, peoples? If this is your first time finding my channel, the name of my channel is in the intro. Who am I? I'm Unc L. You call me Unc for short. Why? Because I'm old as hell, and I'm somebody's uncle. And I'm that uncle that tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Rest in peace, Pops. Every time. First and foremost, thank you for all the new subs. I've literally went from like 180 up to like 217 in a matter of 7 days. In the last 7 days, I've gained like 40 something, 50 something subs. Thank all of y'all for coming through. I really appreciate y'all pulling up with me. Y'all stay tuned. I got more stuff coming. I'm getting a little better at it too. With that out the way, give me a like, give me a share, give me a sub. With that out the way, today's video, I think, is part 6. I think in my marriage is a sucker's contract for men. This is the Jeannie Mai Jeezy edition. Because, when he got married to her, everybody thought, well, not everybody, but there was black men that thought, oh, she's not a B-dub, she's not this, and this. But it's a mindset. It's not the race of the woman, it's the mindset of the woman. The race doesn't matter. If she's got a certain mindset, well, she's going to behave in a certain way. With that said, let's get into the content.
Child, the Jeannie Mai and Jeezy divorce has reportedly gotten Jeannie's ex, Freddy Harties, out of whatever hole he was in. And reportedly, he's siding with Jeezy. He's like, bro, I totally get you. This woman is a liar who set me up too and manipulated people into believing I'm the villain.
Every day, more lies.
When Jeannie was with Freddy, she said that she did not want children. So when she announced that she was pregnant with Jeezy's child, for some reason, people started trolling Freddy. Well, Freddy also clapped back by responding, I upgraded from trash to treasure a long time ago. Best decision I ever made. Congratulations. Being truly happy is an awesome feeling. Love my little family. In other words, he basically called Jeannie trash. And when I tell you that Freddy and his wife were willing to clarify what Freddy meant by calling Jeannie trash, girl, these two exposed the hell out of Jeannie for apparently manipulating her followers into thinking Freddy was the devil. Yet behind the scenes, she was the real devil, allegedly.
I have a really hot temper.
Let me at him!
Not a lot of people know this, but it's just something in my family. I've seen it in my grandmother. I saw it in my grandfather, to my grandmother, to my mom, to my aunts, to me.
This is what happened. After Jeannie and Freddy broke up, Jeannie was out here talking about how the person she married turned out to be somebody else.
Knowing what I know now about who I married, I wouldn't have married him. Oh, Jeannie. Yeah, no, I know. I don't mean to get that serious, but I'm just saying this out there because it's just crazy. You hear all the time that money can change people. Well, divorce can really change people. And it's just so weird because the one thing that he would always say back then is like, you really truly don't know a person until they don't get what they want.
But while Jeannie was painting Freddy as the bad guy, Freddy's wife, Lindsay, who was also getting a ton of heat for being a homewrecker, got on the show to tell her side of the story, saying, Freddy's employee overheard Jeannie talking to one of her co-hosts' husbands about some very explicit, detailed things regarding another man.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Freddy stayed through a lot. She isn't being honest. She was done long before I came into the picture. They no longer spoke or lived together. In his head, it was over. He has done everything to make it work, and everything legally was set in place to move on. Both Freddy and Lindsay were basically saying that Jeannie was just pretending to be heartbroken, crying all over about the divorce, yet in reality, she had moved on ages before the actual divorce. But when Freddy moved on just months after their divorce, Jeannie created this sob story to turn everyone against Freddy and his new wife. Then Lindsay specifically said that everything Jeannie does is for strategic attention, and her followers are just like sheep, and she has them wrapped around her fingers.
Okay, according to her ex-husband, this chick is a liar. Now, everything said by an ex, you have to take with a grain of salt. Yeah, that's true. He could be bitter. There could be other underlying reasons why he's saying these things, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. According to him, she's a liar. She manipulates people into believing that she's the good guy and she has she did nothing wrong in the disillusion of their relationship. But then when he tells his story, it's a different thing. When his new wife tells a story, it's a different thing. Secondly, she admitted and professed herself she has a bad temper.
I have a really hot temper. Not a lot of people know this, but it's just something in my family. I've seen it in my grandmother. Saw it in my grandfather, to my grandmother, to my mom, to my aunts, to me.
Sounds like a family full of crotchety, ratchety individuals. They don't sound too pleasant to be around. I'm laying all this out there because you're going to see some things that she accused Jeezy of doing later on in this video. Let's get back into the content.
What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everyone tuning in. I want to talk about Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. Apparently, Jeannie Mai is not very happy right now. She's upset.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Because Jeezy is refusing to pay her any of the agreed upon money, and also car titles that she is seeking from him ever since they settled this divorce, and I believe they settled the child care situation as well. But Jeezy is not giving her a dime. And the reason why Jeezy, I believe, is not giving her anything is because this woman made claims against him. This woman tried to ruin his reputation. And I truly believe that Jeezy wants her to suffer.
Oh, the tears of unfathomable sadness. Yummy, yummy, you guys.
He doesn't want to give her a dime. He doesn't feel like she deserves anything more from him. And I think that's why he hasn't given her anything. Okay. Jeannie Mai went through another failed divorce. And I think that Jeezy probably feel like he made a mistake. Because again, he's the one that filed. And you remember, she was the one who seemingly was trying to keep things together. But once she realized that Jeezy was done, that is when she started to make these wild claims towards him, as if he was the bad guy, as if he was somebody that was abusing her. Like, she literally made these claims.
I have a really hot temper. Not a lot of people know this, but it's just something in my family. I've seen it in my grandmother. Saw it in my grandfather, to my grandmother, to my mom, to my aunts, to me.
She could have really damaged him with these claims, okay, that have never been substantiated. She made these claims out of desperation because she realized that she was losing in the court of public opinion.
That's facts, man.
Yeah, in my opinion, it seems like this chick is engaged in what's called character assassination. Okay, the stats say in America, when a marriage ends, 70 to 90% of the time, it's the woman that ends it and files for divorce. So how bad could this chick be for Jeezy to say, you know what, I'm done. I got to get away from you. I'm finna file for divorce. And he filed for divorce on her. And she was the one trying to work it out. And he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm done. You go on about your business. I go on about my business. Because, you know, objectively speaking, she's not ugly. She's not a bad looking chick. So what was it that was so bad where this, after 2 years, this cat, even after he had a baby, would have said, you know what, nah, we can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I'm good. We need to go. And this was after trying therapy. Could it be that temper he was talking about? Who knows? Because just like Corey Hardrick, he hasn't really said anything negative about this chick outside of the fact that it didn't work. He hadn't went into specifics. He hadn't made any accusations against her being abusive, and, you know, I don't know. It's just, it seems like she was the problem. Why else would he divorce her?
I know, right?
Why else would, even after she reached out to try to work it out with him, he said, nah, I'm good. Seems like she's the problem. I could be mistaken, but let's continue.
Girl, the divorce between Jeezy and Jeannie Mai just went from being messy to being downright toxic AF, because there's a lot of she said, he said involved here. To be fair, we have known from the very beginning that the divorce was going to get messy, because according to Jeannie, Jeezy blindsided her with the news of the divorce and she never saw it coming. She thought that things were great between them, but the next thing she knew, he served her with divorce proceedings. At the time, she had people on her side and we all felt sad for her. The divorce proceedings started and it was a lot. Jeannie accused Jeezy of cheating on her. Jeezy denied and claimed that he tried everything to save their marriage, including going to therapy. Jeannie denied that. It was a hot mess. But like I said, it moved from being a hot mess to being a toxic mess.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
When Jeannie claimed that Jeezy had allegedly put hands on her and that he was very violent toward her during their marriage on at least 4 separate occasions. According to Jeannie, in 2022, Jeezy berated her in the car after asking the driver to step out of the car. According to the court documents, he hurled insults such as "you and I can't wait to divorce you when we get back." Jeannie also claimed that she was held against her will and Jeezy struck her a closed fist across her cheekbone and eye, causing a subconjunctival hemorrhage. She claimed that they went to therapy after that, but Jeezy's behavior didn't change. 3 months later, there was another incident at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in San Francisco, and she claimed that she was choked from behind as she was ascending the stairs and pushed down the stairs by Jeezy. She added that Jeezy allegedly proceeded to verbally her and called her an effing B and repeated, "I can do so much better than you." Hotel security later intervened and provided protection to Mai after she claimed to feel unsafe. She talked about another experience where she was with Jeezy at an event, but he got mad when he couldn't find her. After the incident, Mai claims Jeezy demanded the pair leave the party. After asking the driver to leave the vehicle, Jeezy allegedly began to verbally abuse Mai, and she attempted to exit the car twice. However, she claims Jeezy then grabbed her by the neckline of her dress, resulting in the dress being torn and multiple 2 to 3 inch scratches across her right breast due to Jeezy's fingernails. She also claimed that Jeezy had endangered their daughter, Monaco, by refusing to keep his firearm secure around the toddler. According to reports, Jeannie found the toddler with her then husband's Louis Vuitton bag with his AK-47 rifle inside at the couple's home. In the complaint, Mai stated that she requested Jeezy's be secured inside the house, and the rapper allegedly failed to do so.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Like I said, well, Jeezy was not about to go down like this, and he released a statement denying the allegations that Jeannie made against him, accusing her of lying. He released a statement that said, "The allegations are not only false, but also deeply disturbing, especially coming from someone I love. This malicious attempt to tarnish my character and disrupt my family is ridiculous," he shared. "It's disheartening to witness the manipulation and deceit at play, and at this time, my main concern is being an active father to our daughter as I continue to fight for court-mandated joint custody. Rest assured, the truth will prevail through the proper legal channels." But he didn't stop there, because he also claimed that the alleged DV pictures that Jeannie included in her lawsuit were fake and were from the golf cart that he had crashed with them both in it, and not as a result of him being physical with her. He shared a series of text messages, and in one, he apologized for the crash, saying, "I'm so sorry, babe. Haven't forgiven myself for putting you in danger. I've been uneasy and sad about it." Jeannie then replied, "It was not intentional. It was an accident. But we do need to be more careful, especially when we're drinking, babe. I don't think you know your own strength when you drink."
Gotcha, bitch!
In another series of texts, she shared with him a picture of her swollen leg, and Jeezy wrote, "It looks swollen, and how open was your foot? It looks like it may have needed stitches, but it is healing." He also added, "Have you had any other issues since, like headaches, loss of memory, or seizures?" But he didn't stop there, because he also sued her for lying to the court and faking the DV case to spite him and make him look bad in court. He is determined to take her for everything she has and wants full custody of their daughter, Monaco, because he doesn't trust Jeannie not to fill their daughter's head with lies and turn her against him.
And reportedly, he's siding with Jeezy. He's like, "Bro, I totally get you. This woman is a liar who set me up too and manipulated people into believing I'm the villain."
Sensational. Are you seeing a pattern? So she has 2 marriages go bad, and in both instances, it's the husbands that are the bad guys, even though she self-professed to have a really bad temper.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
But the only common denominator between these two relationships is her. And her ex-husband came out and said, hey, bro, I believe you because she tried the same thing on me.
So that was a f***ing lie.
Man, I don't believe this chick. I mean, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't believe this chick. I think she's salty because, women aren't used to getting dumped. Women are used to being the one that ends a relationship, and Jeezy got fed up with her bull crap and said, you know what, I'm out. And now she's trying to get some type of petty revenge, using character assassination, using the courts to try to extract more money, and using his child as a bargaining chip. Ain't like we haven't seen this before. That's why I say marriage is a sucker's contract. For men, anyway. Most women make out like bandits. But they're ending that too. Permanent alimony, gone in Florida. So, let's continue.
This is the problem with a lot of Western women, and women like Jeannie, is that they always feel like they have the upper hand, that society now is putting women in positions to ruin men financially. This is why I'm not a supporter of marriage, and people think that there's something wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong with that. I am just adjusting to the times. And when you look at how Jeezy was the one that wanted out that marriage, they weren't even married, what 2 years? And he wanted out. The best thing you can do a lot of times is not get married. You don't need to sign a contract with the government in order for you to signify your love, especially in a society where the women file the majority of the divorces. You see, when a man gets married, he wants to stay in that marriage. He's not looking to get out of it. A lot of women have one foot out the door a lot of times, and it doesn't take very much for her to want to leave.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with what Jada Black said in that last clip. You know, marriage is a sucker's contract. That's the title of this video. Marriage is one of the only contracts where one party in that contract is incentivized to break it. And when they break it, they get cash and prizes. They get half the assets or more. They get payments into the future in the form of alimony, depending on how long you're married. And depending on how many children you have, they get cash payments for child support. Men are left, in most cases, men are left broken and devastated after a marriage ends. And quiet as kept, that's one of the leading self-deletion causes for men over a certain age. So yeah, marriage is a sucker's contract. Look at Jeezy, look at Corey, Corey Hardrick and Tia Mowry. Look at Tyrese Gibson and Samantha Gibson. Look at Judge Mathis and his wife that's been together for 40 years. I mean, these chicks is just up and leaving, except for Jeezy. Chick got left in Jeezy's case. Oh. But these chicks are just up and leaving for little or no reason. They ain't getting punched in the head or nothing violent. It's just they just tired of being married. Let's end it. Just like I'm finna do this video right here. We're gonna wrap it up right here. Nice segue. We're gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you to my new subs. I appreciate y'all coming in. Y'all, man, I'm surprised. Just thank y'all. And thanks to all my old subs, my day ones that's been riding with me since the beginning. Thank y'all especially. Y'all help me get to 500. Give me a like, give me a sub, give me a share. Let's push it up to 500. Then I worry about getting to 100,000. I'll catch you on the next one. Toodles.